I've got a question for you. When was the last time you had a deep, meaningful conversation with a friend? If you're retired like me, you might find that answer surprising. Today, we're diving into a topic that many of us face but few discuss: the challenge of maintaining friendships in retirement. Buckle up. This might just change how you view your golden years. Before we dive in, if you enjoy these insights, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. Let's begin. 1. The friendship paradox in retirement. Now let's talk about what I call the friendship paradox in retirement. Retirement. We dream about it for years. No more early alarms, no more rush hour traffic, just endless days of freedom. Sounds perfect, right? Well, not quite. There's a catch that many of us don't see coming. When we're working, we're surrounded by people. Colleagues become friends. We have lunch buddies and carpool pals. But then retirement hits. Suddenly those daily interactions vanish. The water cooler chats? Gone. The after-work drinks? A thing of the past. At first it might feel liberating. No more office politics or forced small talk. But as days turn into weeks, and weeks into months, a strange feeling creeps in. Loneliness. I remember my first year of retirement. I was busy with projects around the house, painting the garage, fixing that leaky faucet. I thought I was living the dream. But by month 6, I realized something was missing. The laughter, the shared stories, the simple joy of having someone to talk to who really knows you. This paradox isn't just about missing work friends. It's about the shift in our social dynamics. When we retire, we lose more than a job. We lose a built-in social network. And rebuilding that network? It's not as easy as it sounds. 2. The impact of reduced social interaction on mental and physical health. Let's start with something crucial: the impact of loneliness on our health. This isn't just about feeling a bit down, it's about our overall well-being. Did you know that studies show loneliness can be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day? Let that sink in for a moment. It increases the risk of heart disease, stroke, and dementia. It can even weaken our immune system, making us more susceptible to illnesses. But it's not just our physical health that suffers. Our mental health takes a hit too. Depression and anxiety can creep in. We might start to feel irrelevant or out of touch with the world. I experienced this firsthand. About 2 years into retirement, I noticed changes. I was sleeping more but feeling less rested. Small tasks felt overwhelming. I chalked it up to aging. But a visit to my doctor revealed the truth. My lack of social interaction was affecting my health. It's a vicious cycle. The less we interact, the less we want to interact. We might start declining invitations. We might stop reaching out to others. Before we know it, our world has shrunk to the size of our living room. But here's the good news. Awareness is power. Once we recognize the importance of social connections, we can take steps to improve them. It's not just about having fun. It's about maintaining our health and quality of life. Remember, humans are social creatures. We're not meant to live in isolation. Even introverts need some level of social interaction to thrive. It's not a luxury, it's a necessity. So, the next time you're tempted to skip that community event or decline a lunch invitation, think twice. Your health might depend on it. 3. The difference between acquaintances and true friends. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. The difference between acquaintances and true friends. It's a distinction that becomes painfully clear in retirement. Acquaintances are easy to come by. They're the people you nod to at the grocery store, the neighbors you wave to while mowing the lawn, the folks you chat with at community events. They're pleasant, they're nice, but they're not friends. Not really. True friends? They're a different breed entirely. They're the ones you can call at 2 a.m. when life throws you a curveball. The ones who know your quirks and love you anyway. The ones who remember your birthday without a Facebook reminder. In my working years, I thought I had plenty of friends. We'd grab lunch together, maybe play a round of golf on weekends. But when retirement came, I realized many of those relationships were situational. They were built on shared experiences at work, not on deeper connections. Now don't get me wrong, acquaintances are valuable. They add flavor to our lives. But they can't fill the void left by true friendships. And in retirement, that void can feel like a canyon. I remember trying to invite some former colleagues over for dinner a few months after retiring. The responses were polite but distant. "Oh, I'm so busy these days. Maybe some other time." I slowly realized that without the common ground of work, those relationships had little foundation. This realization can be tough. It forces us to confront the quality of our relationships. Are they built to last beyond our working years? Or are they as temporary as our job titles? 4. The challenges of maintaining and creating friendships in retirement. Now, let's dive into the nitty-gritty. Why is it so darn hard to keep and make friends in retirement? It's not like we suddenly become antisocial hermits, right? First off, there's the routine factor. Work gives us structure. It forces us to interact with people daily. In retirement, that structure vanishes. Suddenly we have to make a conscious effort to see people. And let's be honest, sometimes it's easier to just stay home and watch TV. Then there's the common ground issue. At work, we had shared experiences, deadlines, projects, office drama. In retirement, finding that common ground takes more effort. We have to actively seek out shared interests. Geography plays a role too. Remember when moving across town for a job seemed like no big deal? Now, that distance can feel like a chasm. Our old friends might be scattered across the city, state, or even country. Health issues can creep in as well. Maybe we can't drive as much as we used to, or our energy levels aren't what they once were. These factors can make socializing more challenging. And let's not forget the tech gap. Younger folks are connecting on social media and apps. For some of us, keeping up with technology feels like a full-time job in itself. I remember trying to join a local book club a year into retirement. I was excited. Books, discussions, new people. Perfect, right? But I quickly felt out of place. The group was mostly younger retirees. They talked about grandkids and travel plans. I, being older and widowed, felt like I was from a different planet. Creating new friendships at this stage isn't impossible, but it requires effort. It's like learning a new skill. You have to practice. You have to put yourself out there. And sometimes, you have to face rejection. But here's the thing. The challenges are real, but they're not insurmountable. Recognizing them is the first step. Overcoming them, that's where the real growth happens. 5. Strategies for building and maintaining social connections in retirement. All right, we've talked about the challenges. Now let's focus on solutions. How can we build and maintain friendships in retirement? It's not always easy, but it's certainly possible. First, embrace technology. Yes, it can be intimidating, but it's also a powerful tool for staying connected. Learn to use video calls. Join social media platforms. It's a great way to keep in touch with old friends and make new ones. Next, consider volunteering. It's a win-win. You're giving back to the community while meeting like-minded people. Whether it's at a local shelter, library, or community center, volunteering opens doors to new connections. Pursue your hobbies, but do it in a group setting. Like gardening. Join a garden club. Enjoy reading? Find a book club. Love chess? Look for local tournaments. Shared interests are a great foundation for friendships. Don't underestimate the power of routine social interactions. That daily walk in the park or weekly visit to the farmer's market? They're opportunities to create connections, strike up conversations, be open to new acquaintances. Consider part-time work or consulting. It's not just about the extra income. It's about staying engaged and meeting new people. Many retirees find that a part-time job brings unexpected social benefits. Travel can be a great way to make friends too. Look for group tours designed for seniors. You'll meet people with similar interests and energy levels. And here's a tip that made a big difference for me. Be the initiator. Don't wait for invitations. Organize gatherings. Start a dinner club. Host movie nights. Take the lead in creating the social life you want. Remember, it's okay to start small. Quality matters more than quantity. Focus on nurturing a few meaningful relationships rather than trying to build a large social circle overnight. Lastly, be patient and persistent. Building new friendships takes time. There might be setbacks. Some connections might not work out. That's okay. Keep putting yourself out there. The rewards are worth it. Friendship in retirement isn't just a nice to have. It's a crucial part of our well-being. It affects our health, our happiness, and our quality of life. Yes, maintaining and creating friendships in retirement can be challenging. We face obstacles we didn't encounter in our working years. But these challenges aren't insurmountable. With awareness, effort, and the right strategies, we can build a fulfilling social life. Remember, it's never too late to make new connections. Whether you're 50 or 80, the potential for meaningful friendships is always there. It might look different from the friendships of our youth, but that doesn't make it any less valuable. So, I challenge you. Take one step today towards building or strengthening a friendship. Call an old friend, join a club, strike up a conversation with a neighbor. Small actions can lead to big changes. Retirement shouldn't mean the end of our social lives. Instead, it can be an opportunity to create deeper, more meaningful connections. Connections based not on work or obligation, but on shared interests and genuine affection. Remember, friends aren't just nice to have, they're essential. They're the spice that adds flavor to our golden years. So let's make the most of this time. Let's reach out, connect, and create friendships that will enrich our lives for years to come. And thank you for listening. Now go out there and make a friend. Your future self will thank you. If you found this video helpful, drop a 9 in the comments to let us know. And be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you'll never miss out on the wisdom we share next.